Hello, garden lovers, garden friends. Come on in. Let's look at some plants. How are you doing? I'm super excited today because it's warm. It was 78 earlier, supposed to go up to 85. I should be out in the garden planting all these plants, but I wanted to come and talk to you first. All right. We're not going to be down here for a long time. But I wanted to come and show you a few things, a few beauties that I have. So this is a beautiful petunia. Now you know that the petunias are full sun and they spread. And so if you plant them en masse, meaning several together, it can just make a really wonderful display. So specifically, what I'd like to talk about is try to challenge yourself and choose different color combinations, okay? Now, I love color, so I enjoy all types of different colors that come together. But you do want to try to keep colors that complement each other in the same area. It looks nice. We're not going for uniformity because I don't believe in uniformity necessarily. We'll save all of that for the public gardens. But as for me and my backyard, I'm going to plant various different colors. Now, with wildflowers, of course, it's a whole variation of different colors. Now, what I want to show you is this beautiful petunia here. Now, I got this from my local garden store. You will not find usually plants like this at your big box. That is so absolutely pretty. I love a nice limey, chartreusey kind of color. Sorry, I just got a notification. I gotta turn my notifications off. Okay, so we have this nice lime color with the different purple, pinkish color also. So this is a petunia, something that could easily complement it. Now, you do want to make sure that the light requirements work. So in other words, you wouldn't want to plant a full sun petunia with this coleus, because the coleus will get destroyed by too much sunlight, even though they do look good together. Now, if you have a situation, if you want to put this in a hanging basket that does have some type of shaded area, you can certainly do that, and that will be fine. And incidentally, when the coleus is really bloomed out like this, don't be afraid to just top it off. Now, you could top it and then you can strip the lower leaves off, place it in some water, and then it will root, and then you can plant it somewhere else in your garden or in a different container. Now, as a general rule of thumb, oh, wait a minute, y'all. As a general rule of thumb, I try not to, I try not to, I totally forgot what I was saying. Never mind. Okay, bear with me. All right, back on track. No notifications. Alrighty. So anyway, we have this wonderful petunia, like I said. So that's full sun. Now, this right here, the lovely vinca. Now, wouldn't this be pretty together? Right? If you wanted to, because this spreads, remember? So this will be like all over the place. But if you still wanted to have the same color upright and maybe mix it in with like some darker colored purple, Even something like that color, that works. So just do, you know, whatever you think, however you like it. But the vinca, same thing with the vincas. Don't be afraid to just cut these off, because that's going to make it have an additional bloom. It usually spreads a little more, and it basically gives it more volume. Now, typically when the plant is going like this, it's searching for sun. So I just got these today from my local nursery, and when they're on those the shelves, they don't get sunlight unless they're on the very top row. So that's the reason why you'll see like the plants a little elongated, but don't worry about that. Another good tip when you're out and about, I know people love color. I'm sorry, not color. They love the blooms. And yes, we want to have, you know, representation of what it is that we're purchasing, especially if it doesn't have a tag showing you what the actual color of the plant is. But listen, when they get leggy like this, now I would let this one bloom first, but you know, when they get too leggy, and so you have one that's super long and then you have other ones that are lower, just go ahead and just clip it. Now, if you're not a patient person, you might not want to take my tip, and that's fine too. So it's your garden, do whatever you want, but I'm just trying to give you, you know, a few tips. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry. Hi. Thanks so much for being here. I hope wherever you are is absolutely warm and sunny. It's a bit windy here. I keep telling myself I'm going to get a kite, but I have not done that as of yet. So, the vinca, this is great. They actually can grow in full sun and also part sun. Okay, so if you have an area that's kind of shady, look, try the vinca out. It's okay. So we have this and this plant right here. It's called like the polka dot hypoestis. Again, that can work also. If you're trying to go for more of a monochromatic look, that can work as well. Now, these cannot do full sun. They will get baked. And, you know, starting out, you know, as a budding gardener, you just plant stuff. You don't really know what you're doing. You're not really thinking about the sunlight situation. But the great thing is, once I relocated this, then they came back fine. And they spread. They last all the way into the fall. And it's a really, really pretty plant. All right. So the next one, another coleus. I got this from the big box from Lowe's. So the coleus, it was $3.98 with this black line through it. I only paid $2, which that's fine. So this is called the flamethrower salsa verde coleus. Okay, so this could also work with this if you're doing a hanging basket, because coleus can't endure like the full sun, so you just have to play around with it. I thought I had, okay, let's look at this one. Are y'all organized yet? Because I'm not, and I'm not ashamed to say it, because we outside, okay? So this is another polka dot plant, and it's got, you know, the pink and the green and white. You can mix that together great. Do I have any? Now, this plant right here, which I'm going to talk about it a little bit. This could work in a container where this would be like the Thriller. Have you heard of the comment of thrillers, fillers, and spillers when you're doing your containers? So I think this would be a thriller because it will be upright, and then you can place other smaller plants around it. So this could work like on a shaded patio situation. So we got those. Now I can never pronounce this word correctly. Transcendentia, I think that's the name of it. Isn't that one pretty? Another nice thing with the hanging baskets. It would look pretty with this. You see the color play? Just very simple. You got your pink and greens going. Okay. And this polka dot plant is just the green and white one. Oh, this is wet. Now what you could do is a nice liriope. So the liriope, another great plant to have in your garden because you get volume. It works in full sun. It can work in part sun. And see how nice those go together? So just figure out what it is that you like. Play around with it. Don't be afraid to move things if it's not working. Okay, so we talked about the petunias and everything. Isn't that pretty? Doesn't it just make you happy? It just makes you absolutely happy. Makes me happy. All right. So let's put that there. Now, this past weekend, let me take these glasses off. My friend invited me to her Master Gardener's plant sale. So if you don't know, the Master Gardener program in your area, and it's just an easy thing to find out about. You can Google it, and usually they have various plant sales like all over your area. So anyway, I'm in Pennsylvania, but this was in New Jersey, and because I'm a plant lover, I said, well, let's take a road trip. Like, it wasn't that far. So anyway, I went there, and usually I'm looking for something that is not typical that I can find either in my local garden store or at any of the big box retailers. Like this one that this is called a balsam, and it's a beautiful tropical. They're a little dry, so I haven't watered them. So after the live, I'll make sure they get some water. And I've been helping my aunts with their garden, so I set up, there's a trellis that I'll be setting up. And so this is a purple hyacinth bean, and this will be so pretty. It's got the pretty color. Let's see the underside. Nice and purple. So this is gonna, any trellis that I put up, this is gonna grow really big. And the flowers, I wish I had a picture of the beautiful purple flowers that come out on this. So I got one, and then I got one for my two aunts. Now this other one is a bronze fennel, which is an herb, and it's a perennial. Last year I relocated the bronze fennel that I had in the front yard to the backyard. Oh wow, so windy. So anyway, I relocated it to the backyard, and I like it. I appreciate the ornamental value. If I wanted to cook with it, I could, but I don't know what. I'm not into cooking, y'all. You probably don't know, but I'm not really into that. So anyway, I got the bronze fennel. That's for me. And my other friend, she asked me if I had seen any morning glories. Now, usually when I see morning glories, they're typically in like a wildflower seed mix. but usually I don't actually see them out in the stores. So anyway, at the plant sale, I was like, oh, well, let me get this for her. Now, oh, I should have said that these plants, each one that I have shown so far, they were only $3. So I'm not going to break the bank, but look at this. This is actually 2 separate plants, right? And it also is a vine. So this would be great, you know, on a trellis. We love that. And just because I got some more collards, some Vates, V-A-T-E-S, collards. Now I have some seeds somewhere, but I said, you know what, let me just go ahead and, you know, get the starts. And this is Mrs. Burns Lemon Basil. Okay, so as I talked about earlier, when they're a little bit leggy, you can just go ahead and snip them. So what I would do is I would find like the second leaf node and then just clip that part off so it can like bush out and everything. So anyway, that's 3 separate plants. This one was $5. And typically when they are different varieties, something that you wouldn't find everywhere all the time, the price point would be a little bit higher. But that's okay, because you're supporting a local master gardener extension, and that's great. Alrighty, so this one is a vine also, and it's Cypress Vine Red. So it has like red flowers. So I have several trellises. I'll have to show you the next time. But anyway, at Aldi, they had these trellises that I think were maybe like $10. So we will be trying those out. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and tell me if you want to do a video where I organize all these seeds. So I was freaking out the other day and I'm like, I know I have a bunch of seeds. So I found them. So I need to organize all of these and maybe start some seeds, but this is not good. Don't be like me, y'all. Don't do it. Because I know better. Because remember, it's been a while since I showed you this. But I was all organized. And now I'm disorganized. So I need to get it together. Okay? And then here's another. Here's another container. What's, just random stuff. Oh. So if you're new here, I expanded my front garden. It's basically a flower bed. And I think maybe these are some seeds that I got from Dollar Tree. So anyway, in the spirit of the wildflower scents, I'm just going to open these up and just throw them out there. Because I don't have time to be worried about, oh, let's start it, let's see what happens. And if the seeds don't germinate this year, then certainly they will likely germinate next year. And that's what we're going to do. Because you can't worry yourself about, you know, the timing of everything. Just do it. Get the seed in the dirt. And it will usually take care of itself. You don't have to worry about it. Because we don't stress over here. We don't stress in the garden. We have fun. We're calm. Yes? Yes. Okay. There was one other. Oh. So when you're seed starting, I got these plant labels from Amazon. When you're seed starting, please make the label first. Just make the label first. Because if you take the seed and you plant it and then you think you're going to come back and remember what it is, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to remember, okay? You will not remember. So, it's another tip. All right, y'all. Well, that's it for now. Thanks so much for stopping by. Let me know where you're gardening from. Let me know if you're in the country, in what state, what's your zone, what you're growing, and if you're a first-time gardener or not. Okay? All right. Stay consistent. Yes, yes, yes. Oh. It's okay, Malcolm. Don't worry about your ducks not being in a row. Join the club. None of our ducks are in a row. That's what do y'all say? That's the gag. Nobody's ducks are in a row. And it's okay because I'm still growing stuff anyway. Oh, here's a bit of encouragement. So in my neglect, I had these Roma tomatoes that I purchased at the store, local garden store, and I left them outside. We had like a bit of a cold snap maybe 2 weeks ago. So I left them outside, but I don't despair. I'm sad for the ones that didn't make it, which I'm still just going to plant all of them. But look at this one. This one, it looks real crunchy, doesn't it? But guess what? It's still alive. So I'm going to plant this and water it and go on with my life. Easy peasy. So don't be worrying your pretty little head about, is it too late? Will it grow? What happened? No, we're not worrying about that. Oh my gosh. So look, I purchased this hyacinth bean from the garden extension in Middlesex County, New Jersey. Well, look, I already had some seeds, so I guess it was meant. So this is what the flower will look like. So that's really pretty. All right. So I gotta go. I gotta get these plants in the ground. Daylights are wasting. But wherever you are, I hope you're having wonderful, happy garden time, being alone with the plants, speaking nicely to them, speaking life over them, encouraging them. And please stop saying around your plants, they're gonna die. They're not going to die, okay? They're not. Because you're gonna take care of them. You're gonna be a good plant mama, good plant daddy, right? Yes. All right, y'all. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.